Okay, so we're gonna start out with our warm-up. Please, if you have trouble hearing anything, please shoot a message in the chat for me, okay? We're gonna start with our warm-up just by marching in place, getting those knees moving, or elbows moving front to back, knees up, and remember we wanna have that stack, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. So just start moving, and you could do a simple heel lift to start, just like this. And then as we get warmer, we can start those knees up in our march. Let's start our timer. Here we go. Okay, so as we're marching, arms pumping, maybe a little arm swing front to back. And as you bring those arms back, think about squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting the chest. Okay, a little bit front to back again. Now we're going to take the knees out to a little bit of a wider step, like you're running through tires, and start to get those hands a little higher, knees a little higher as well. Big reaches up. Good, and let's go back to swinging, opening up, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back. And one more time, let's go up, and this time let's go to a Spider-Man. So same arm, same leg, balancing on the wet side. Hit the other side, out and up. Big reaches, stretching out of your core. Good, and let's roll those shoulders, give them a big squeeze, feet hip distance apart, and find just little lunges here, or little squats here. So hips back, toes wiggly. Imagine the space between your feet. Imagine ripping that tissue paper in half as you bring those hips forward. We're down and up, squeezing and lifting. Continue here with mini squats, getting a little deeper as you go. All right, just 15 more seconds here in our squat. Standing nice and tall, lifting the chest, pressing those hips forward. All right, now we're going to go to a squat, press, pivot, reach. We're going to reach up high to start, so aim for where the ceiling meets the wall. Lengthening out of the hip, out of the shoulder, really extend. Pivoting out of that back foot. Good, 3 more here, reaching up high. 2, 1, now take that reach across the body, so press away and reach. Knees are soft, pivoting out of that back foot, reach across, touch the wall. Good, and now make your feet a little wider stance, and we go side to side. So one leg straight, one leg's bent, hips are back. Feel that nice inner thigh stretch and lengthening. Maybe you reach for the shin, maybe you take it all the way laces, but stay within your zone. Still warming up here. That lateral lunge. Good, now we're gonna take it up, bring the arms down, knee comes up, okay? So reaching up high, driving the knees up, bringing the arms down. You can add pace to this, stay within your range. Good. Knees up, arms down, reach up, press down. Good, and now find a squat stance and just hold and do a little wise W, pulling down. Remember to rotate those palms back if you can, getting that nice external rotation through the shoulders. Good, and 10 more seconds here. Good, and we're going to take it up, grabbing that right wrist, pull up, lengthen, and then come over. So notice I'm not collapsing on that side, I'm lengthening through that long side, reaching up and over. And switch, reach up, and over. And one more time to each side, lengthen up and over. And And lengthen up. And over. And let's bring those hands behind, connect. Squeeze the shoulder blade, lift the chest and find your feet hip distance apart with the soft knee. And we do a little hip hinge. So with our hip hinge, remember the hips go back, the back stays long. So think top of your head, do your tailbone nice and straight and strong. Your hips are your door hinge, your body's your door. Not a bendy door, it's a straight door. Nice and solid and strong. Good. 4 more here. Good. Last one. And we finish just with big squats going to your depth, wherever it is, down and up. Hips back, hips forward, reaching up over high. We don't want to arch the back, but we want to lengthen, tucking that tailbone as we reach overhead. Good, just about 30 seconds more here. Good, you can add some speed if you want. Getting that heart rate up, warming up, getting the blood flowing. Good, and bring it down, relax. So that's a 6-minute warm-up. We're ready to go. What we're gonna do next is some muscle activation exercises, which you're familiar with. Do 1 set of muscle activation, and then we'll move into 2 sets of the core of our workout. So first of all, our muscle activation, we're gonna start down on our back in that dead bug position. So remember, knee up, opposite arm comes across. Inhale, exhale, press and hold. Inhale, exhale, hold. Knee into hand, hands to knee. And now we're going to take that extension, arm overhead, leg out long, keeping the core engaged, ribs and hips connected. 10 more seconds here. Good, and switch sides, press and hold. Make sure the shoulder's out of the ear. Make sure the knee is pressing into the hand is pressing back against the knee, and the core is active in between. Hold here for 10 more seconds. And keeping the ribs and hips connected, no arch in the lower back. Reach out and back in. And remember, you don't have to send that leg down low. You can shoot it up high. Lower you take it, the more challenge in the core. So make sure you stay within the range where you can keep that rib hip connection on. Good, 10 more seconds here. And we're gonna come up to opposite arm working against the opposite side. We have both legs going now, press and hold. Inhale, exhale, hands against knee, knee against hand, press and hold. Low back should be reaching for the floor, might not be touching, that's okay, but you wanna feel that activity in the lower abdominals. Inhale, exhale, 10 more seconds here. Good, now we're gonna bring both hands together. We're gonna go both arms over top, one leg. So it looks here for our dead bug. Again, ribs and hips connected, don't let that rib pop up or the back arch away from the floor. Extending the leg high, taking it lower for a challenge. About 25 seconds left here. Warming up through that core. Good. 10 more seconds. Good, and we're gonna bring your feet down, tucking those heels in tight for our glute bridge. Just start with those arms flat on the floor. I want you to imagine driving these out as you bring the hips up. So it's knees out, hips up, hips down, knees in. We don't have bands today, but you can imagine those bands around your knees and get the same muscles to turn on, specifically those hips hip rotators, and the glutes. Okay? So we're here for another 30 seconds. You can stay with this, or you can add a little bit of arm movement, arms overhead as we go up, hips down as we reach for the heels on the descend. So inhale over and up, exhale down. If this arm movement doesn't work, just drop it. Keep those arms on the floor. 10 more seconds. Good, and bring both knees into your chest. We're gonna rock right up and flip over to all fours for our cat cow. So we have hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes tucked behind. First of all, find that neutral spine, top of the head to the tailbone, belly button pulled up and in, nice flat back here. So that's our neutral. It's an active position, it's not relaxed. Hands screwed into the floor, elbow creases pointed forward. Find that neutral spine. Now we go into our cow first. Belly to the floor, look up. On the inhale and then exhale, push away. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. Pull them both towards each other, make that big camel hump to your back. And then find neutral spine. So we're gonna go through this here for another minute at your own pace. Neutral. On the inhale, chest up. Hands slide towards each other. On the exhale, scoop the belly, send them back up to the ceiling. Spread the hands apart so that the shoulder blades come apart as well. Good, we're here for 40 more seconds in our cat-cow. Remember, as you go into cow, press your hands into the floor, spread them apart, lift your chest. As you go into cat, push your hands to the floor, bring them towards each other, round the back. Good, about 15 more seconds here. Good, and finding that neutral spine, nice straight back. Hands in the floor, elbow creases forward. Make sure that those lats are engaged. We're just gonna bring up the knees and hold for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, press back to child's pose, reach forward. Big inhale, exhale. And come back up. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, head forward, tailbone back, back flat, and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, press back to child's pose, hold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back up. Find that hover, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can go back to child's pose, or you can advance it doing 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. In our bear crawl, keeping that back flat. Again, you can go back to the hold or to child's pose. 20 more seconds here. In our hover, slash crawl. 10 seconds. Good, and from all fours, lift that tailbone up. Find down dog. So we're scooping the belly high, tailbone high, heels down, chest towards the knees. We can hold here, you can pump the heels. Find a position with that core engaged, less weight on your hands. Think about your tailbone lifting up to the ceiling, taking weight off your hands. From here, we're going to take your right foot, swing it through. Hands on either side of that front foot. Back knee lifted up off the floor. Pressing through my back heel. I'm rocking a little front to back here. Okay, now hand inside that front foot. I'm going to rock a little side to side. Again, keeping that back knee lifted. Feeling the stretch in the hip flexor of my back leg. Good, go back to down dog, find it here. Maybe pumping the heels, lifting the tailbone high. Maybe you're just holding, big inhales and exhales. And we're gonna swing the other leg through, starting with hands on either side of that front foot. Back knee is up and we rock, front to back. Good, and both hands inside the front foot, and we rock a little side to side. So imagine that front hip, getting movement in that front hip as you move that knee in and out on the front leg. 10 more seconds here. Good, and step it back to down dog. We walk all the way back in, and we roll up, big inhale up. Exhale down. All right, everybody get a drink. We have 2 sets of exercises here. Coming up, we're going to do every minute on the minute, which means every minute we're just going to change exercises. We're not counting reps. I'm just going to cue you on time. So focus on the form. Don't think about how many reps you can do within that minute. Think about the form that you can do each rep with. So our first one is just our basic squat. So you can find your hip width. You can go wider if you want. You can turn the toes out if you need to. But we're just going to start with basic squat. So that can be here, right? Hands on the hips. You can put hands on the shoulders. You can put arms overhead, right? Any of these options, getting into your depth, wherever that is. Stay within your range. So here we go, 1 minute. In our squat, just a body weight squat. You can add any kind of arm movements. I'm giving you some options here. You can add some up and overhead like we did in our warm-up. You can take them into circles. Good, any option, find your squat. Again, this is your workout. You are by yourself. Be true to your body, give it what it needs. Listen to it. Good. 30 more seconds, a little bit less in our squat. Good. 10 more seconds. And standing tall. Next up is, here's your option. You can stay with that squat and hold it, or you can use your wall and come down into a wall sit. So either option is fine. Squat and hold. All right, as low as you go. Picking up the heels if you want, or in a wall sit. We're gonna go for 1 minute. Ready? And we go. So if you're in that wall sit, your tailbone's tucked, low back pressed into the wall, shoulders stay open. Don't lean on the knees. You want to put your hands somewhere, put them right here on your hips. Holding here. You do a little heel lift into the toes. If you don't have a wall, you're just doing your squat, same thing. You can do a little alternating heel lift. You want to hold as low as you can. We have 30 seconds on our squat / wall sit. Everybody looks good. Okay. Make sure that tailbone is not tucked, but lengthening down to the floor. Head to the ceiling. We have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're coming up from our squat or our wall sit. And we're going down to the mat. 4 inchworms. Again, minute on the minute. So we're doing these for 1 minute. You can hold in any position of the inchworm overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Walk out, down dog. Walk out, high plank. Lift the tailbone up, down dog. Walk in, forward fold. Big inhale up and exhale down. Our minute has started. Again, you can hold in any of these positions. We are going to do a high plank later. So what I would save some space for that. You do the ins and outs. When you come back to that forward fold, drop the hips. Come out of your squat, up and over. And walk it back out. Inchworms. Make sure you find that nice high plank. Body straight. Lift the tailbone. Press to the hands. Walk back. Drop the hips. Inhale up. We have 15 more seconds. Hold. Tailbone up. Walk back. Drop the hips. Inhale up. And we're done. That's inchworms. Minute on the minute. Next up, we have from our inchworms, we're going to come down all the way to our bellies. Here, for the first 30 seconds, we are going to do opposite arm leg lifts. Lengthening and reaching. Second 30 seconds, I'm going to add to it, but you can just stay here if you want. Okay, so think opposite arm leg, length, then lift. Ready? Here we go. Our swimmers, belly button pulled up and in, but front of the hips press into the mat. Length, lengthen, and lift. Good. So the second 30 seconds, we're going to get more activity going. We're going to come all the way up to a stand. If you choose, you can stay here in the swimmers. Okay, so second 30 seconds, if you choose, we press up to all fours. We bring a leg through. We put two hands. We stand up, arms overhead, and we come back down to the mat all the way to the belly. Or you can just start from this half kneel position. See how many reps you can get in each side. Big inhale up. Come all the way down. Press up. I don't want to hear anybody say they've fallen and they can't get up, because we're doing it right now. Come all the way down. Press up. We have 20 more seconds. And again, you can just come from the kneel, half kneel position, and go up and down from there. And relax. All right, so now I'm going to slow it down a little bit to a static hold. I'm going to aim myself this way. Standing on that left side, come down and hold, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're going to do those clock touches that we've done before. 12, 3, 6. Now, my left leg is my working leg. It stays stacked. Left glute working. 3, 6, 12, 3, 6. I'm not standing tall here. My hips are back. I'm in that athletic stance. Good. Switch. Standing on the right side. Same thing. 12, 9, 6, 12, 9, 6. Changing positions. Standing tall. Forward, side, back. Challenge yourself on how far you can reach to the side, how far you can reach back. Using those arms for balance. Good, 15 more seconds. Good, and stand up, shake those legs out. We go into a lateral lunge. So nice wide stance here. We're gonna go into one side. Just keep that same side for 30 seconds. So as we go into our lateral lunge, weight is in the arch of the foot. Pushing into that arch, come up, tucking that glute. As you stand tall, tucking the tailbone, Squeeze the glutes as you come out, okay? And let's switch, other side. Hips back. Nice stretch in that inner thigh. Tucking the tailbone. Standing tall. Good. All right, when we finish this, we're gonna go back to the first side. You can stay with that lateral lunge, or you can add to it, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, and going back to our first side, we come up, and you can press up. All right, we're gonna go here and press up into our lateral lunge and press out. Sorry. We're gonna lunge, press out, lunge, press up and away. Stand tall on that straight leg. So think of that straight leg as your kickstand. Finding balance. Hips back, hips forward. Good, 10 more seconds this side. Standing tall. Good, and we switch. We go into this side. All right, this side, stand tall. Switch the leg you're standing on. Thirty more seconds. Finding that balance at the top. Hold it. Good, 15 more seconds. 10 seconds. And shake out those legs. All right. So I'm going to give you about a little under a minute rest here. We'll go into our second set. Everybody doing all right? Everybody's good? All right. All right, just get a little water, towel off if you need. All right, second set, mostly on the floor. We're gonna be belly to the floor, face up, doing a mix of core and upper body exercises. Again, do what you can do. It's on time, it's not by rep. Focus on your form. So the first one, come on down to the floor. We're gonna go knees bent, feet flat, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers pointed towards the hips. If that doesn't feel right to you, you can swing those hands around, allows for a little bit more of that external rotation through the shoulders. So we're here, squeeze the shoulder blades together, feet hip distance apart, bridge up. So here's option number one. You can hold here in this crab position. You can hold here. You can hold here. Option number two are little tricep dips. We're bending the elbows and coming back up. So our minute starts here. Okay, so through these dips, keep the shoulders rotated open. Use the glutes as much as you want to help out the arms. Okay. You can even just hold the top, getting that nice stretch to the chest, activation in the glute. You're still working here. Good, we've got 30 more seconds, so mix it up or take a break if you need. Good. 20 more seconds. And 10. And down. Next up, we're going to come into our boat pose. So boat pose, remember you want to find those sits bones, sit up nice and tall, pull those heels in as tall as you can, and make sure you're stacked. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're on a diagonal here. Pick up those knee or heels and rotate the shoulders back. So we're here for 1 minute. We can advance it. You can take your knees lower, you can bring them higher, you can extend the legs out, you can let the arms go. I'll give you options as we progress, but focus on shoulders open, chest lifted, space between the ribs and hips. We're here in our boat pose. One option, add those arms, opening and closing. I call it sprinklers. Rotating, keeping that nice boat pose, grabbing the backs of the knees anytime you need to. If you find your back rounding, please grab the back of the knees and lift back up. 30 more seconds here. You can also add a overhead reach if you want. Coming back to that hold whenever you need, 15 seconds. And 10 seconds, hold, 3, 2, and 1, good. Now we're gonna flip over onto our forearms here. Okay, all fours down to the forearms. Try to keep the hands open if you can. If not, you can flip them back over. We're going into a donkey kick. So remember, if you're a donkey, you're gonna kick with the heel of your foot, not your toes. So you're curling your toes to the shin, pressing back, extending that leg out, and then maybe a little bit up. We don't want to arch the low back here. We just want to activate through the glutes. Okay, now hold that leg extended and do little pulses up and down. Little tiny pulses while you keep the length. Don't lose the length, keep the core engaged. That neutral spine. 10 more seconds with these pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch sides. Extend out and in. Keep that belly button pulled to the spine. Two more here. And then we keep that length. Got it? And pulse. Up and down. Lengthen and lift. Little pulses. Keep pulsing, keep lifting. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come down to our forearm plank. Alright, so you can do a forearm or a high plank. If you have that wall, go ahead and use it. Put your toes into the wall. Walk out into your plank position. Head forward, heels back, hips down, and hold. I'll turn this way so you can see. But if you have that wall, I encourage you to use it. Press into the wall and reach your head forward. Hold here. Good. You do a little rocking back and forth, side to side. Think about digging those elbows in, pulling towards your hips. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Come on down. We are going to flip over onto our back. If you have your diamond shape of your hand, you can stick your tailbone right in that space with your fingers spread wide. That helps support that low back. It also puts the thumbs in that low back space so you can see if you're arching away. So we're going to do leg lowers. One leg at a time, down and up. That's where we start. Try to keep that top leg absolutely still as you lower the other. Remember to make this easier if you need it. What do? Shorten the lever, right? Bend the knees. Makes it easier. So again, do what you need to do. You do you. Make sure you're not pulling away from your thumbs, right? Ribs and hips connected. Either long leg or bent knee, doesn't matter. We're coming up on the last 30 seconds. So if you choose to and want, you can do a double leg lower. Make sure you're keeping that form. Ribs and hips connected. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds left. And pull your knees to your chest. Rock up. And we're going to find the low back space. So we were on the tailbone forward. Now we're going to stick your fingers. So if your fingers were here, right? See it up here? Put those fingers in the small of your back. So we're going to come down, fingers in the small of the back. We're going to bend the left knee and put that left heel as close to your butt as you can. We're extend the right leg long. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, I want you to pull your belly button to your spine and squish those fingers that are in the low back. Now I want you to lengthen through that right heel and also press that right heel down into the floor. Once you have that, we pick up the head. Head and shoulders come up, nose for the ceiling, and we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Same side, same exercise. Inhale, exhale, pull the belly button in. Reach to that right leg, and we'll lift the head and shoulders and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers. Reach long and lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. One more this side. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers, come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Okay, squish the fingers, lengthen to that other leg, come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers, come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down and hold. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers, nose to the ceiling, go, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Big inhale, exhale. We have about 30 seconds left, little less, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We have time for 2 more. Inhale, exhale, come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And last one. Big inhale, exhale, squish the fingers, come up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Bring both knees into your chest. Rock up, find your boat pose. We're going to finish here with about 3 minutes of abs, and then we will cool down. So holding that boat pose here, holding here, arms out to the side, anything that you want to add here. 30 more seconds. Remember our length, the shoulder blades are squeezed, the chest is lifted. If it was on a string, it's going straight up to the ceiling. You can straighten the legs if you want. Hold. 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go back to our plank. Toes into the wall. You're going to stay on the forearms. You can come up to the hands for a high plank. Ready. And go. Toes in the wall if you can. Elbow creases forward. Head forward. Belly in. Glutes tight. If you want to do a little knee to elbow, you can add that. Hold. Think lengthening from top of the head all the way through those heels. You can drop down to the knees if you need. We have 20 more seconds. And 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Good. We finish off in bird dog. If you have that wall next to you, line up next to it. Try to be next to it, but not touch it. Okay, we tend to shift our weight as we do our bird dog. So leg that's away from the wall, we start with that. Reach out, add the arm, come back in. Again, try to avoid shifting into your wall. Keep those hips stacked, facing the floor. We're going for length, not height. How far can you reach? Good. Switch sides, out and in. Ten more seconds. And relax. Good. We're going to come to a seated position for our cool down. Let's fold one leg in, the other leg out. Reach down, reach for that long leg ankle. You can stay here, or you can add that reach up and over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And one more breath. Good. Grab that imaginary rope, pull yourself back up. Switch sides. And reach down for the other side, adding that arm up and over if that works for you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And inhale, exhale. Grab that long leg, bring it into your body, hug it in tight, sit up tall, turn and look over the shoulder. Three big inhales and exhales. And switch sides. Good, and unfold. Just bring those knees in. Again, pulling, lifting the chest, sit up tall, bring those heels a little bit closer. Hug those knees, give a big hug, sit up tall, and then pull the belly button away, round down, let your head come towards the knees, nice round back, feeling that stretch. And then again, sit up tall, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, and exhale, round down. And inhale, come up. And exhale, release. All righty, so that was about 43 minutes today. Works much better without our tight time restraint.